it's one thing to buy into a franchise system, follow the playbook, execute as the recipe says. Whole nother dynamic to get out there and actually buy, as you're talking about, a business that was founded by maybe it's a legacy business and it's a family. There's no one in the family to take it over now. Talk talk about the lessons learned, because I talk to my people about it, but I think they're sick of hearing me. So you talk about it.
Well, the thing you got to realize is that 90% of all small businesses don't make $1 million in revenue, which means they're
Mhm.
not that expensive. Right now, we've got a silver tsunami out here of baby boomers who are getting out of these businesses. Literally 40% of all the small businesses in the United States are going to change hands in the next 5 years. So we have an amazing, unprecedented opportunity that we will probably never have again in the opportunity to buy a business. But there's also franchises that turn over every year, hundreds and hundreds of franchises, probably, 1,000 franchises or resales every year as well. So there's existing inventory out here to buy, but you have to know how to do that, because what you're buying is their systems, their staff, their client list, their current contracts. Do they have a recurring revenue model, or how do these people make their money? You got to figure it all out. And the wonderful thing is, if it's a franchise, the good thing is you can compare how well it's doing against the other
Yeah.
franchises. When you buy a standalone business, you are playing Russian roulette a little bit. I mean, you know what they sold you, and then you get inside and find out what you really bought. It's like buying a house without a full inspection. You get a little inspection, they run through there, make sure the roof isn't leaking, but you don't really know until you get under the hood of this business what's really going on. And you have so many things to evaluate and consider. And so that's the reason why we created the first year CEO program, because we have people coming out of corporate buying an electrical business, and they're not an electrician, and trying to figure out how to run, that business. And so there's lots of things that their fundamentals of business are the same no matter what business it is, right?
Right.
Is
Right.
the business making more money than it's spending? Can the business pay its own bills? Like that kind of stuff. But then you got to look at the strategy. You got to look at the technology. And the main thing you got to figure out, and when you're buying any business, is why are they selling?
Yeah.
What is the real reason why they're selling? Is it because the kids don't want it? They're ready to move to Florida, or is it because they've got a lawsuit coming and they're trying to get in front of it and jump out? Is it that the technology needs to be upgraded in their business and they don't want to make the investment to do it? You got to find out why people are selling. And they might,
And that's not easy to get
it's not.
anyone to confess, because they'll sugarcoat and
Absolutely.
that example right there of getting out now before the lawsuit. Oof, that one comes up so often right now.
I see it. I see it. I have seen it. I have seen it. That's why I use it as an example. Now, that's not to say everybody out here selling a business is selling you a lemon. That's not what I'm saying at all. But what I'm saying is that you got to know what you're looking at.
Mm-hmm.
And there's I believe that you could do either one. You can buy a franchise, you can buy an existing business, you can grow it and be wealthy. Either way you go. You really can. But you got to know how to run a business regardless of what kind of business you decide to do. And
Yeah.
that is what we're doing.